derby weekend. This weekend, Josh, so much to look forward to. We've got the Soweto derby, of course, and behind us, the Manchester derby. But let's turn our attention to the Soweto derby happening this weekend. Of course, no fans in attendance. Not much we can say about that. But yeah, Kaizer Chiefs heading to this game off the back of a 1-0 defeat against Stellenbosch.
Yeah, I mean, I actually think Baxter has been changing a bit too much over the past couple of matches, changing a winning formula. He experimented back again with the 4-3-3. I think Dolly is working well in the front with 3. He's able to create that space on the wing and gets players to overlap. In the Stellenbosch fixture, however, I think it was 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 times where you're able to pull the defender in and someone came down the wing to put a cross and straight out for a goal kick. Yeah, I mean, disappointing.
Look, we have to be real and say that Stellenbosch did take the lead through a moment of brilliance by Ashley Dupree, but I think it's the way Stellenbosch dealt with Kaizer Chiefs after that just put me off Kaizer Chiefs going into the derby. I know Pirates, we'll talk about them now in a moment, but the way they went about their business, trailing a 1-0 deficit, I was like, gee, is this the biggest team in South Africa? So, yeah, Kaizer Chiefs not for me. Josh, Orlando Pirates, thoughts?
I mean, Pirates had a very similar game to Chiefs at the end of the day. They had domination in most of the game.
That seems to be the Pirates' way.
It seems to, yeah, but I think they actually got benefited when it comes to the penalty. And
Brown envelope FC.
That's it. They benefited, and at the end of the day, they had the same similar amounts of opportunities as Chiefs. Chiefs just, however, couldn't take their opportunities. Yeah. Pirates did so, despite the opening goal.
Yeah, we saw Kaizer Chiefs revert to that long ball tactics. For me, it doesn't work when you've got players like Kama Pillets and Keegan Dolly, who probably the 2 most talented footballers, of course, along with the likes of Themba Zwane and Gaston Serino. They played long balls. Pirates, I know they'll probably try to utilize those same tactics. Thoughts on the fixture? Who's taking it? Who's claiming derby bragging rights?
Look, it's for me, if I'm just going to go straight forward, I'm going with a draw on this one.
No draw. Is it one of those?
Oof, I'd hate for it to be one of those. I think...
I don't think those defenses can keep a clean sheet though.
True. I do think Stellenbosch were able to maintain that low block the entire game, and Chiefs struggle to break that down. But Pirates aren't going to play that way. They're not going to respect... I don't know why Stellenbosch respected Chiefs firstly, but Pirates aren't going to respect Chiefs in that way. It is the derby. They're going to come out. I think it will be both teams to score, draw. That's my prediction.
Loser of the derby, do they get sacked? Does the coach get sacked?
I think if we go to the next fixture, we can talk about that sacking.
Well, let's turn our attention to England and, of course, the Manchester derby. As you can see, front page cover of the Soccer Betting News publication, available at, of course, Hollywood Bets and Nationwide. Josh, Man United, this week, we're talking about saves and, Adam Ramsdale, we both huge lovers of Arsenal, but I think the biggest save this week was Cristiano Ronaldo in the 92nd minute, coming to save Ole once again. Man United.
Oof. Man United or Ronaldo?
Well, it seems like the same thing at the moment, but thoughts on them?
I think I had a stat this morning. I think in the last 7 or in the last Champions League fixtures, Ronaldo's been able to secure 7 points through 3 goals in stoppage time. I mean, he's saving Ole's job at the moment.
Doing it on his own now.
Yeah, the Manchester derby, I'm really excited for it. It's D-Day for Ole. The board even put it out. He's got 3 games to do something, and this is that final game at Old Trafford. The last time they were here.
Yeah, well, it's going to be high fives.
It's going to be an interesting one. I think City, off the back of their loss, yes, they have a midweek fixture that they can bounce back in, but I think the game that they will be looking forward to is this one at Old Trafford.
How do Manchester United, before we move on to City, how do they approach it? We saw Rafael Varane go off injured. It sort of leaves question marks on the back three. Does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer stick with it going into City, take a more cautious approach, or does he go gung-ho? Because, City, after their defeat, are they there for the taking? How does Solskjaer approach it?
Look, I think Solskjaer's made slight adjustments. Obviously, his job is on the line, and it's worked out in his favour, but more so, I think, in Ronaldo's favour. He's able to get on the ball a bit more than in previous fixtures, and with Laporte out for City, Ronaldo might have an even bigger chance.
Yeah, the likes of Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez, I think they're going to be licking their lips. The last time United, as you mentioned, were at Old Trafford, they caught 5-0. City are capable of putting 6 or 7 past them as well. Prediction? And why is it Manchester City?
It's a tough one. I think it's all the pressure's on in this one, and regardless of the pressure, I do feel that City still have the ability to work their way through United, especially in the midfield. I mean, Gallagher for Palace was able to dominate the midfield surprisingly. Again, it's a Man City midfield. But Fernandes can do that, but he seems to be blowing a bit hot and cold. And I don't think that they'll be able to overrun the Man City midfield, which is what they'll need to do to win the game, unless we get a moment of brilliance again and Ole's job gets saved. But other than that, Man City win.
You mentioned a coaching departure. Ole, if he loses, is that him? Gone at Manchester United?
Look, he had the 3 games. The Tottenham game, he did well, but at the end of the day, it's Tottenham. The midweek fixture at Atalanta, Ronaldo saved him. If that was a loss, I think even if it was a draw this Sunday, it would this Saturday, it would be Ole's job. But whether it's a draw or a win, I think he does keep his job in this one.
Yeah, sure. Well, that is, of course, the thoughts of myself, Jesse Nagel and Joshua Gaillard. Remember to get your soccer betting news available at Hollywood Bets and nationwide. Josh, any last words from you? Enjoy the derby weekend.
Enjoy it. Yeah, Arsenal trumped United this weekend.
Cheers.
For more soccer betting tips and previews, get your latest copy of Soccer Betting News for only 10 Rand at your nearest Hollywood Bets branch or news agent.